This little chip will bring horsepower to this Mustang. This little chip will make this 10-speed shift so smoothly and so quickly. This little chip will bring the Mopar haters to rest. This little chip will make you realize how big of a lens you're gonna need to see these fucking taillights. Let's go! All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So this little chip is a micro SD, which has some tuning files on it. So like I said, I have the N gauge from Lund Racing. We are finally working with them, or I'm finally working with them. No Lund Senior or Junior is not tuning my car. They have a big group of tuners that actually work with them or for them, that have been trained by them. But anyways, nonetheless, Lund Racing is tuning my car. We will be doing a flex fuel file for the car, and then we'll do a strict E85 file. So the flex fuel file is not, it's not turned up as much as, say, the straight E85 file is, just because there needs to be some variance in there for the fuel not being completely E85. So whenever you need to run pump gas or E85, it does have a looped sensor which works off the oxygen sensors and something else, I can't remember, through Ford's system that they use for the flex fuel tune. Now, as like GM cars, they actually have flex fuel sensors in those cars that are E85 capable. This doesn't have a actual E85 sensor, however you could add one, but it does have a pretty good system that they're able to utilize for the flex fuel tunes. But that is why the power is not the exact same from the flex fuel tune to the actual straight E85 tune. So we've got two tunes that we need to do. I've said tune like 1,000 times. What we're gonna do first is I've got pump gas in the car, so we're gonna throw a little bit of E85 in there, kind of let it mix up, and then whatever that comes out to be, the gauge will start reading that. So in my last video, you would have seen that I couldn't get the ethanol content, the alcohol percentage gauge to come up, and that's because it is only when Lund sends you the file that it has a PID, a performance indicator, for the E85 content that actually gets added to the gauge. So now we will have that capability, but I've got to do some logs, which I'll take you guys along the ride with, and then we've got to completely convert this thing to E85 so we can do a full E85 tune later on. So we'll do a couple wide open throttle pulls, and I'm really excited to see the difference of this car with the tunes. And this is stage one to gap in all you haters out there. It's still slow, but it's gonna be a lot faster than it was, and I'm really excited to see what the car can do with just a tune. I don't have intake, I don't have exhaust, don't have headers, still got stock cats. Literally, this is just a tune, a flex fuel tune, and then an E85 tune. So let's jump into today's video. All right, guys, we are initializing communications with NASA right now to get the most power out of this Mustang. So yeah, first thing we're doing, we're gonna load a flex fuel file on here. I'm gonna toss some E85. The car's got about 1/4 of a tank, but we'll throw some E85 in there so it can kind of mix up and give us a true flex fuel where it's like a really low reading E85, and should give us a good mixture for the flex fuel tune. All right, guys, so now it says to rev to 1500 RPMs. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. Let it off. Do the same for 2500. And then 3500, so we'll kind of let the idle drop. Alright, so now my phone doesn't unlock when I have my glasses on. Now we gotta do a couple slow climbs. So this is logging this whole entire time, which is crazy. When I did my other cars, we'd do a couple separate logs. So this is going to be a really long log. A long log. So now we're to do second or third gear, do a couple slow RPM climbs. So just not crazy acceleration, just a couple quarter partial throttle. Get on a decent little road over here. This is going to be the longest data log ever. I'll try and cut some of the clips because there's going to be a lot of waiting here. Partial throttle, third gear pull. So we need to do the same, but in second gear up here. So of course we got another stoplight. This is gonna take some time. There's a lot of traffic right now. This is the fun part of tuning your car on the street. If you're on a dyno, so you can just knock this stuff out back to back, but the air fuels are dropping a little bit as the E85 is slowly mixing in. So start at like 14, we're down to like 13.1. I can't see the content percentage right now because it's in the logging mode, but yeah, good thing about having a dyno, if you had one, is you could do all this stuff and it'd take you like 5 minutes, but when you're out on the street, you've got traffic, you've got stoplights, you've got a little bit of everything. So they're just gonna have to be okay with my 20-minute data log here. So we'll do a little partial second gear. Just to 5,000 RPMs. So then what we've got to do, I think we're good on that. Gotta take my stupid glasses off to unlock my phone. Too much technology going on. Do not go watt, stay part throttle. Then do one second or third gear wide open throttle to 7,200 RPMs. So we'll find a good spot for that. Second gear. She's gonna move, I bet. Pretty good. Don't think we have quite enough room right here, but we may. Then we're gonna test it out. Hopefully the camera stays because I don't have it on a mount, but it's perfect right where it's sitting right now, I think. But I don't have a mount yet for it that could hold it right there. So the camera may come down this way, slam on the shifter, break the lens, or it may stay there and you can enjoy this little second gear pull. We shall see. Okay, green light. Like I said, and literally right as I stepped on the gas, the frickin' camera just went flying. So didn't break anything, that's good. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the data log. I just need to pull over and let it idle for 1 to 2 minutes after kind of not hot lapping it, but running it through some wide open throttle logs. They kind of want to see how the idle recovers after the car's warm and been ran. So we're gonna do that, and I'll pick you guys up in just a second. All right, guys, so I sent that log in, and now they want me to get the alcohol percentage higher so that we can see how much more power we can get out of it. So right now we're sitting at 65.5. I put another 5 gallons on top, so there's a little bit of 91 in there, and I've just been topping it off with E85 to kind of flush that 91 out. So it's mixing and flushing some of it out, so just need to drive the car around. So I will update you guys when we get this up closer to E85, and then what we'll do is we'll do another log, and then we'll send it off to Lund Racing. All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to day 2 of flex fuel tuning. So I'm still trying to get some of this damn pump gas out. So I'm actually gonna make this one video, and then when we complete the standalone E85 file, I'll make that a separate video. But we gotta get some freaking pump gas out of this thing. We're still only at 65% content. So I'm gonna try and get some more of this gas out, and then I'm gonna add some more E85 in a little bit, but I wanna try and get a little bit more gas out. But I figured I would just make this video into one. So sorry it's a little bit longer, probably a little bit more boring, but I really wanna take you guys along for what's going on, because this is just part of it and this is how it goes. And when you're a dumbass like myself and don't get all the pump gas out, this is what you have to go through. Also, shout out to Ken Dog. She got me these Vans for my birthday. If you guys don't know, I love Vans. Check these out. Woo, those are dope. I could be shifting so fast. Oh, just kidding, that's a dead pedal. Not shifting so fast. I really am a big fan of Vans. Yeah, that was a rhyme right there. Call me Slim Shady. I always liked skateboarding. Fun fact, I always liked skateboarding. I still like skateboarding to this day. But I suck ass at it. I'm horrible at it. I'm so bad. I can ride around and just cruise, but I cannot do tricks or anything. But I love skater shoes. And there's a word for that, and I can't think what it's called. Hold on. Let me think. Poser! I'm a poser. Holy shit, I'm a poser.
Shit.
Anyways, let's get back to this video. Let's try and get some of this pump gas out. We'll add some more E85 and we'll get this Friday going. And this is why I didn't upload a video yesterday, is because I was trying to mess with this. So sorry for the non-upload on Thursday, but that's what's going on. But let's go to the gas station. Let's get a bang. Let's get some caffeine for the day. Let's get this damn pump gas out, because we're sick of being slow. Banging today, huh? Who's banging today? If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Seems like everyone really enjoyed my troll video on Kevin the other day. I thought it was pretty funny. Sorry if I was being a little harsh, but Kevin thought it was funny. He knew it was a joke. The reason why I did it is because I was staying late, and Kevin was actually sick that night. I think that was Wednesday night. Kevin was actually sick, and so I knew he wasn't gonna do a live video, and I just got training someone, and I was like, you know what'd be funny is if I hopped on that treadmill and just mimicked how Kevin does a live video. And I think everyone thought it was pretty funny. So hopefully no one took offense to that. It's just a joke. Kevin and I joke around a lot. That's why his last like 7 videos are about my Mustang, is because we joke around a lot. Although he's taking it too far. There's enough windows in this house. Okay, let's get some pump gas out of this, and I'll see you guys back at the house in a little bit, and we're gonna add some more E85 to the car. All right guys, I've got my 3 suction cup mount on the window. I don't know how well it's gonna work because I do have the larger 24 to 70 millimeter lens on there, but hopefully it stays on there and doesn't shake too much. We are at 78% content, so I'm gonna go ahead and send them a log for the flex fuel on this one. So right now we're just recording the idle, and then I'm about to do it right now. We just hold it at 1500 RPMs. And let it come back down. to idle, then we'll go to 2,500 RPMs. Let it come back down to idle. Then we'll do one more 3,500 RPMs. Back down to idle. So now we've got to drive the car, do a couple partial throttle pulls, and then we'll get to do a wide open throttle pull. All right, guys, we're about to do a third gear. So just real simple, nothing crazy, just one. Oh, the camera turned. That's what I was afraid of. The camera just turned. So this car is so fast, it made the camera swivel on the mount. So that was just a simple third gear pull, nothing crazy. Just 2,500 RPM to 7,200 RPM. Trying to get a baseline on a higher percentage content. So like I said, we're at 78%, so still not full E85. But we do get a full E85 tune after we finish doing some adjustments with this tune. So at least now I can send them this data log, and we can get moving now on the flex fuel tune, and then we can get to the actual E85 tune. All right, guys, so now I'm just letting the car come back to an idle for 1 to 2 minutes. They just want to see that, as you saw in the previous data log from yesterday. They just want to see it idle for 1 to 2 minutes after you do a couple pulls and get the car a little hot. Like I said, this is just 78%, so we still have to get our full E85 tune, and we still have to make adjustments to the flex fuel tune also. It's just not a one shot and go. So we've got to data log this one, make some adjustments, data log again, and you kind of go back and forth. So I'm hoping we get the E85, we get to that one soon, but you know, we got to finish this one also. So I'll make the full E85 tune a separate video, but I want to get you guys this content just so you can kind of realize what goes into working with an email tuner. And especially when you don't have a dyno, it kind of sucks. You know, like I said, you could get this all done very quickly if you had a dyno, and if I'd have emptied all the pump gas out of the car. But that's going to conclude today's video. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that. I know some of it was kind of boring, and it was kind of a lot of waiting around and driving around very slowly, and the car's not very fast yet. But it will be cool once we get the full tune on this to kind of see what the car can do. And we'll definitely get some runs in with some other cars. I wish the track was open. We can get some track times on this thing, but it doesn't even have tires yet. I really need a set of drag radials. I just got some all seasons on here. Even some summer tires would help. But that's going to conclude today's video. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully you're enjoying the Mustang content. And we're just going to keep modding it one thing at a time. Hope you guys have an awesome Friday. Have an awesome weekend. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you always comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39. And we'll see you guys on the next one.